I want to talk about something which I think it might be controversial. And in a way, it might not be good for me on this platform. And the thing that I want to talk about today is the media as a whole. The news, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everything, TikTok. And why I want to talk about it is people are kind of revolving their entire lives around social media. And I know this has been happening for many, many years, and it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's nothing new. And you clicked on this video thinking, well, why are you telling me? I want to tell you to stop watching the media, news, YouTube, whatever that might be. Anything to do with just news, anything to do with you getting informed about what is happening around the world. Now, you might be like, well, I will not know what is happening, and that is a problem because I'm not aware of my surroundings. And you have a point. But let me ask you something. What you read, what you see, do you really believe it is true? More and more I find myself looking at news and media and information, and I constantly question if it is legit. A lot of what has happened recently has made us think twice about the legitimacy of our news outlets and if what we are told is actually true. Our distrust has gone up, yet still people believe in what they hear. They think that they are not listening, they're just passing it through. But reality is, the stuff you listen to, subconsciously, they get embedded in your brain. And even though you do not believe them, a part of you thinks maybe it is true. But here's the thing, when you keep filling your brain with that type of information, chances are you will not understand what is true and what is false. And this causes ultimate confusion. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, here's the thing. I have seen the amount of propaganda that exists lately, and the amount of information and supposed research that goes into videos on YouTube. I see a lot of things that are negative, a lot of negativity. And I think that is the main thing I want to talk about, the negativity. There is so much negativity in the world right now. There is so much negativity being pushed more and more, and people want to see more negative than positive. People believe that things have to be negative so they feel right. And you are wrong. No, they should not feel negative. You are now being brainwashed to think negatively. And that negativity impacts your life daily because things can go wrong. And you manifest that negativity into reality. When you believe something will not go right, it doesn't. And if you do believe something will go right, it usually does. All this conversation about war happening around the world, all these other media, I don't even look. This is the thing. I haven't seen half of what is going on because I know most of it is bullshit. And I think you should look into it more and realize maybe it is bullshit. I will live my life. Now, sure, things might go from bad to worse, but is it in your control? No, it is completely out of your control. Of course, you can elect for these things to not happen, but let's be honest here. How do you know the person that you're electing isn't just as bad? Most likely, they will be. And so, there is no point in stressing over it, because whatever is going to happen, it's going to happen. And you might think there's a better path than what you're currently in. It has constantly been going downhill. The least you can do is not worry about it. I think people worry about stuff that aren't anywhere near them. And although, yes, it is something to be troubling, or it's good to be informed about certain things, but if you know for a fact that it is false, there is no point stressing about it. For example, there's supposedly wars going on. There's one with Iran and there's one with Ukraine. When was the last time you heard about these? Honestly, when is the last time you have seen something from like Ukraine pop up? Apparently there's still a war going on. Apparently, bad stuff is happening. But seriously, when was the last time you heard about it? And even in Iran, you heard about it at first and then just slowly died off. How come? Isn't that strange? And you constantly hear whispers here and there, just something pops up. Negative, all the time, negative. And then it fades away slowly. And it's a repeating pattern. Has anybody noticed that? This is a trick. There is a specific reason why this keeps happening. And it's to deliberately cause negativity. It is to deliberately worry people. And this is where I'm getting at. You shouldn't worry about these things and you shouldn't treat them as negatives. Look at the positives. Look at the fact that you can focus on your life without worrying about external factors. Now, besides big media, I want to talk about the smaller creators. There is a lot of people, and I mean a lot, who come out, talk about a topic, whatever this topic might be, and then you move on from that video, whatever it is. And usually the topic is negative, because let's be honest, nobody wants to sit down and watch something positive for once. No. You watch the video and you think to yourself, I can relate to that. In fact, this is everywhere. I can relate. What do you mean, relate? You see a movie, even a series, you see a character, and they're usually not a good person, but you always say, I relate. So what you're saying is, usually it is for villains. You relate to being a bad guy. Does that make you a good person? You might say, well, I'm imperfect. Okay, everyone is. But you shouldn't be negative about it. Why should you sympathize with the relatable? A lot of people say they hate themselves. And then when they see someone that's like them, they relate. But they don't hate that person. And people in general contradict themselves. And this is why media has become more negative. Because they want the negativity in their lives. So they can say that they're going through something, when in reality nothing's happening. Has anybody heard of the sheep mentality? I'm sure everyone has. Everyone follows the sheep in front of them, which that sheep tends to be another person. And where are they heading? The blind leading the blind. Because you cannot see in front of you. The sheep is same height as you. So you just follow blindly. This is how the media controls you. It shows you what you want to see. But in reality, what you want to see and what you need to see is very different. And what they show you is usually negative. And you want that. Or, I am going to talk about another thing. Stupid things on the internet. Stupid things shown to you on the medium. This is usually some sort of show, some sort of skit, or something else. You prefer to watch something stupid than to watch something actually good. I have not seen many people actually sit down and watch a documentary, for example. No. People want to watch something stupid instead. Like what? Well, there's plenty of YouTubers out there that are smaller creators that do stupid shit and they get views. Especially the things that go viral for a split second and then they die off. Why do you watch that stuff? Why do you think it's funny? You don't even laugh when you look at it. You don't even smile. You just write XD, haha, lol, and then move on with the day. This is why media is corrupt. This is why you, the viewer, you were not supposed to click on this video, yet you did. Why? Obviously this video was going to be negative, yet you wanted to see it. And you prove my point. You do. Now obviously if you're a subscriber of mine, which thank you all for subscribing, and if you are interested in videos like this, make sure to subscribe. This is a different type of video, but I do similar ones like this. If you're a subscriber and you clicked on this video, I don't blame you. You're outside of this factor. But those of you who just happened to have come across the video, you fell into the trap. Why the hell did you? You proved my point. You clicked on something stupid. You saw the title. You knew, do not click this video, yet you did. Why? What were you hoping to see? And this brings me to the final point about the news outlet and the media. Shock value. And this also goes for different movies, different series, and a lot of YouTube videos as a whole. People these days want a quick dopamine hit, and you get that from shock value. They spit out some stupid fact that came out of thin air, and people gobble it. In movies, they do a sudden death, sudden jump scare, sudden something, dramatic twist, cliffhanger, and people gobble that shit like it's their daily meal. And in news outlets, it's always the one that's first. And make it shocking, make it exciting, make it bam in your face. And people gobble that shit. Why? Why do you? Instead of watching stuff that comes out of thin air, that raises your shock value, how about you sit down and enjoy something as a whole? Have you seen how a wavelength is? People nowadays want the ones where abrupt, like a heartbeat, instead of something that's more mellow, like waves on an ocean. No, everyone wants just that sudden impact, rather than a slow burn. And this is why media is the way it is right now. Positivity gets buried between and underneath the negative. Negativity is where it's at. If you make your video sound more negative, you're going to get more clicks. If you make it sound neutral, you would get just as much clicks. But if it's positive, forget it. It will never happen. And usually, people will try to bring you down for being positive, because everyone else is negative around you. And we cannot have something that disrupts our wavelength. No, we have to be on the same level, which that will be another topic for another video. But for now, I'll leave you with this. See you later, chads. Have a good one.